My garbage person is, as it has quite often actually been, it's Marjorie Greene, and for good reason. Not only because she's awful in this story we're gonna talk about, but also because she makes herself look like an absolute moron. It's my favorite combination of traits of Marjorie Greene is that she's hateful, but also stupid, and the stupidity gets in the way of the hate. So anyway, she tweeted out a CNN clip of Brigitte Bandit, a Texas drag queen. And you could probably understand why Marjorie Greene would want to focus on what a drag queen is getting up to. So Brigitte Bandit had been in DC to lobby Congress on the Equality Act and the Transgender Bill of Rights. So doing some activism, trying to improve the lot in life of people who engage in this art form and that sort of thing. Greene's obviously mad about that. So Greene tweets this. In response to the clip. No, what's scary is men pretending to be women reading gender cult lying books. She is just learning the English language. Provocatively dancing nearly nude in public spaces and taking over our bathrooms, sports, and private spaces. Women and children need protection from them. A bit of an issue with that, and not just the normal ones whenever they talk about this sort of thing. It's that Brigitte Bandit was born, according to their definition, female, as a woman. Again, Marjorie has convinced herself that drag is being trans or whatever, that they're the same thing. And like, I understand that pointing out that that's not true, fact checking that has never made any difference whatsoever, but we're gonna do it anyway. Calling her a man is wrong in so many ways. And I don't just mean that you're being awful or rude, it's inaccurate based on the way you define these things as well. And Brigitte Bandit put out a statement in response to this saying, hi Marjorie, I'm Brigitte and I'm the queen in this clip. I'm born female and not a man. You're just proving that gender is socially constructed and I have no idea what you're talking about and why you should have no say in our lives. Also pointed out, there was a community note that's not truly accurate. Brigitte Bandit says, although I appreciate the community note, I would like to clarify that I am a non-binary drag queen now, not a cis woman. So that's the clarification. But again, these people, their brains are so broken by their hatred and this crusade that they've been on that they can't even abide by their own definitions. It's not even just Marjorie. So Ari Drennan, who's been on the show, tweeted out, Matt Walsh goes out of his way to use he pronouns for a female-born drag queen whose outfit he's mad about. So again, that's Brigitte Bandit, who he's calling he. And that's already been fact-checked, that's not accurate. And Tesla FTW responds, that's because he's a man. These people are impossible to reason with because they have no reason.
The video will continue in just a moment, but first I have a message for you. TYT needs your help. Membership is vital to survival, so please go to tyt.com/team and become a member today.
What do you think, Brett?
How bored and how unfulfilled in your own personal life do you have to be where you are gonna spend time targeting these folks? Like, it's insane. Like I've said this before, like Marjorie Taylor Greene has very masculine features, but I don't really care. Like every time I talk about it, I am just joking. I don't care. I don't care how many times she bulks up and I allege that she takes drugs that make her, look at her bone structure. I don't think that that person was born a woman. And I am now personally just doing the same dumb crap that they do to tons and tons of people. But I think that Marjorie Taylor Greene has a very strange hook-shaped penis. Like, what am I doing right now? I'm doing exactly what they do. Like, what is the point of the time you're spending there? Does. Yeah, that's it. You're so sad and you're so bored and you're so desperate. Like and for them, I think they're just like loading up some bait on a fishing pole for jackasses and throwing it into like the primordial ooze of like crap posters online to see if there's any bites. That's what's happening. And it's so funny when they're just wrong and they can't admit it. They can't be like, oh, my bad. They can't come up with a funny joke. They have to like weirdly contort themselves into, well, actually, that makes more sense for me if it's a man, he, girl, them. You guys look ridiculous, and I love every minute of it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that makes it a little bit less fun is that yes, their brains are broken. They are as stupid and incurious and all of that as they pretend to be, but it's strategic. That Matt Walsh does all of this so that his followers will be hyper focused on something that has absolutely no bearing on their life and nothing to do with any of the problems they face, so that they will elect Republicans who will also talk about trans people, and then they will hand trillions of dollars over to the 1% in corporations.
And at the end of the day,
it is motivated.
Matt Walsh, Marjorie Taylor Greene, everybody, this is just a cover so they can look at your genitals. That is what's happening. I don't think everyone like that. I'm serious about. They are genital obsessed perverts. They tell you shouldn't watch porn and they tell you that that's ruining people. But like literally what they're doing is they're saying, I don't believe anything until I see your hoo-ha or your wee-woo. And that's disgusting and that's terrifying. And they're the ones that are targeting kids with this. They're the ones that are putting rules in place so that they can look at kids' junk. That is pathetic. And
true.
They're targeting divorce, so you can't even get out of a hateful relationship you accidentally found yourself in with this kind of a person. They're making it so you can't divorce someone. They're making it so you're not in charge of your own body. These are anti-freedom Republicans. The mask is off. We know all about it. And I think that's the message that we need to say. They only want to be in charge of every aspect of your body. They want to put a Bible in your kid's face. You should be the one who decides if you put a Bible in your kid's face. You should be the one who decides like what sport your kid's playing. Not them. Marjorie Taylor Greene wants to see your kid's wiener and wants to religiously indoctrinate them. And it's disgusting and sick. And she has a wiener.
I agree. I think.
I'm just looking at her bone structure.
You're the worst. Look, I don't agree with the end to no fault divorce, but I have often said that these people look outward at other people and refuse to actually look inward and analyze themselves. And I think that this is evidence that they are capable of doing that, because in attempting to stop people from being able to freely divorce, they are admitting that they understand that they are very, very divorceable. Anyway. 50,000 of you voted for the community garbage person of the week, and here are your top 5. Coming in at number 5 with 4% of the vote is Trump's spokesperson for crying at CNN shutting down the interview because they just wanted to talk about how Jake Tapper was going to be really mean to Donald Trump at the debate. Remember that? Talking point, jacked up Joe and 3-on-1, remember all that? Anyway, number 4 with 5% of the vote is Addison Smith for using his proposal to attack LGBTQ people. I actually don't remember that story. Coming in number 3 with 24% of the vote, you have Judge Cannon for siding with Trump on a gag order and stopping it, at least for now, from being instituted in the classified documents case. Your runner-up with 26% of the vote is Colorado Republican voters for keeping us stuck with Lauren Boebert, apparently. But the community garbage person of the week, getting 41% of the vote, is Donald Trump for proposing a migrant fight club, which also was not brought up at the debate. There's so much, no mention of shark electrocutions or windmill cancer or beautiful lather in the hair. Thank you to everybody who voted. Thanks for watching our video. Did you know that you can support our show by becoming a subscriber? Just click the subscribe button and also ring the bell so that you get notifications when we're live or when we post new content.